Genesis chapter 1, detailed summary, approx 1,000 words. The beginning, a void and a voice. Genesis 1:1-2. The chapter opens with the words, "In the beginning, God created the heavens and the earth." This single line establishes several powerful truths. God is eternal, existing before time and space. The universe did not come from chance, but from divine intention. God is the source of all creation, both the heavens, spiritual realm, and the earth, physical realm. At this point, the earth is described as formless, empty, and dark, with the Spirit of God hovering over the waters, a poetic image showing divine presence, readiness, and energy preparing to bring order out of chaos. The 6 days of creation. Day 1, light versus darkness. Genesis 1:3-5. God says, "Let there be light," and light appears. He separates the light from darkness, naming them day and night. Light here symbolizes order, clarity, and divine presence. This act shows that God doesn't just create matter, He defines and gives purpose. Time begins with the first evening and morning, establishing the daily rhythm. Day 2, sky and waters. Genesis 1:6-8. God separates the waters, placing some above and others below, creating the sky firmament in between. This introduces the idea of space, a separation that allows other things to exist and thrive. The sky becomes a boundary and a canopy over the earth. Ancient audiences saw this as a dome or atmosphere protecting life. Day 3, land, seas, and plants. Genesis 1:9-13. God gathers the waters below the sky into one place to let dry ground appear, calling it earth, and the gathered waters seas. God then commands the land to produce vegetation, seed-bearing plants, and trees. Plants grow according to their kinds, showing diversity and design. Earth becomes habitable and productive, capable of sustaining life. Day 4, lights in the sky. Genesis 1:14-19. God creates the sun, moon, and stars to separate day from night, mark seasons, days, and years, give light to the earth. These heavenly bodies are not gods as believed in many ancient cultures, but created tools under God's control. The sun governs the day, the moon governs the night. This reaffirms the order and purpose God places in creation. Day 5, sea creatures and birds. Genesis 1:20-23. God fills the sea and sky with life. Fish, great sea creatures like whales, and every swimming thing. Birds flying across the sky. He blesses them with the command to be fruitful and multiply, the first blessing of reproduction and growth. This day introduces the theme of movement and freedom as life begins to fill the created spaces. Day 6, animals and humans. Genesis 1:24-31. God creates animals to live on land, livestock, wild beasts, and crawling creatures, each according to its kind. Then comes the climax of creation. Let us make man in our image after our likeness. God creates humankind, male and female, in his own image. They are given dominion over all other creatures. They are to multiply, fill the earth, and subdue it. Humans are both stewards and rulers, reflecting God's nature. God also gives them plants for food, and later gives food to animals too, emphasizing a world of life and provision. God sees everything he made and calls it very good, signaling perfection and completion. The following text. Genesis 1 is deeply structured, showing balance and purpose. Days of forming, days of filling. Day 1, light dark. Day 4, sun, moon, stars. Day 2, sky, water. Day 5, birds, fish. Day 3, land, plants. Day 6, animals, humans. This pattern shows that God first forms spaces and then fills them, a reflection of divine wisdom and intentional design. Okay, themes and insights. God's word has power. Each act of creation begins with, "And God said." His voice alone shapes reality, a central truth for faith and theology. Order out of chaos. The universe is not random or hostile. It is ordered, good, and governed by a creator. The goodness of creation. After each act, God says it is good, and after creating humans, very good. Creation is not to be escaped, it is to be celebrated. Human dignity and responsibility. Humans are made in the image of God, meaning we carry divine attributes, creativity, reason, morality, and relational capacity. We are called to care for the earth, not dominate it recklessly. Sabbath rhythm introduced. Though the Sabbath, Day 7, is in Genesis 2, the 6-day pattern sets up the importance of rest, balance, and worship. Genesis 1 is not merely a story of origins. It's a statement of truth, identity, and purpose. It declares that God is the creator of all things. Life has meaning and order. Human beings are valuable and made for responsibility. Creation is good and reflects the character of God. This chapter has shaped worldviews for millennia and remains one of the most influential passages in all of literature and faith. Give us a like and subscribe for more.